one of my succulent arrangements has a big problem. One of the succulents in it is dying. So in this video, we're going to be fixing the arrangement and taking out that succulent to try and save it. Let's get into it. Not looking good. He's not been looking good for a while. If you can tell, these leaves are drooping down, which means that it's not getting the nutrients it needs, it's not getting the light it needs. If it were leggy, it's not leggy, but I'm worried it might become soon because all of its leaves are dying and it's not gonna have anything to capture the light pretty soon. All right, we've gotten the plant down into our planting setup. I'm going to be using one of these planters for this. It's fairly large, so it should give the plant room to grow and spread out its roots. And it also has drainage. It's a handmade drainage hole, but I have multiple plants that have thrived in my other container like this. I have 2 of these, so I think that one will do good as well. All right, trying to remove this is going to be rather difficult, but I think first we should put a little bit of base dirt in the pot, and I'll readjust the camera to give you a closer up. All right, here's a closer angle, and we have our pot of dirt. I'm going to actually kind of put my fingers on the base and just move it around a little bit until it loosens up. It's been in this arrangement for probably close to 8 months to maybe a year. So it's really going to be rooted in, and I don't want to disturb any of our other plants in the arrangement because I'd like to keep it together. Here it comes, and there we go. It's out of the arrangement. I'm just going to set it down next to it, and then we can move this pot out of the way and get to replanting our injured succulent. Okay, you can kind of see the leaves that are drooping down, even some that are curled up. He does not look too healthy. He should be a much tighter rosette shape. Got many dead leaves down here that we can kind of pull off, but I'm just gonna knock a bunch of dirt off the roots. I'm gonna try and be gentle with him because he's hurt. So we'll bring in our new pot, just kind of set him down in. And you can see I actually overfilled it, so just dump a bunch of this out. That's better. He has a lot of stem right near the dirt, which makes me think that he had to grow up and outgrow his others. And I'm going to pull off some of the more deadened leaves. Maybe try and propagate them. Alright, I had to go and grab my dirt pour, which is designed for bigger plants, but it'll still work fine here. It's just a better way to dump in dirt around the edges without bumping in a large container. And I just poured it all over the plant. Okay, in the next few days, he should get reasonably well rooted. All right, now the repotting of this plant is complete and it's all settled in. It's time to turn our attention back to the arrangement where some stuff is still messed up because we have a giant hole in the arrangement now. Alright, I've decided that instead of putting another plant in the arrangement, I'm just going to leave it as a giant hole, because I don't think that anything else that would go in there would look quite the same. And once that plant has returned to health, I plan to put it back in the arrangement. However, I did have the idea of bringing this one in the middle out to the edge. So I think I might take a look at how packed in that is. I'll time lapse it so you guys don't have to wait through it, and we'll see how it goes. And he should grow in. I noticed when I was potting him that he had a lot of stem. Now I'm planning to, once he's rooted in and the root base is stable, root ball is stable, I'm going to cut the top off. I'm going to propagate that so that that turns into a new top, and I'm going to let the bottom grow into a new plant as well. We're gonna see if that works or if it fails. We're gonna experiment around with him and just see what happens. Alright, that's the second plant put back. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See ya in the next one. Peace out.